One of the most dreaded interview questions is, what is your greatest weakness? By the end of this video, you're going to have a simple 4-step formula to follow so that you can answer this question gracefully and hopefully land the job offer. Hi, I'm Renee the Career Coach from reneethecareercoach.com, and on this channel I am sharing interview tips and career advice like this, so if you're on the job hunt, consider subscribing. Before we get into how to answer this interview question, what are your greatest weaknesses, it's important that we address how not to answer this question. First, it's important to note that a weakness is not a personality trait. Saying things like, I'm lazy, I'm shy, or I'm egotistical. A weakness can be changed. You can work on it, and in your answer, you should be showing that you are working on it. Number 2, do not use a strength in disguise as a weakness. Saying things like, I work too hard, or my biggest weakness is that I'm a perfectionist. Honestly, we can see straight through you, and it comes off that it's more of a cop-out answer. As with all interview questions, you need to make sure and prepare ahead of time. With this interview question, you need to make sure to follow 4 simple steps that will help you choose a good weakness. Number 1, be honest and authentic. Don't choose a weakness just because you think it's going to sound good or you think it's what the interviewer wants to hear. You need to be truthful to who you are and choose a weakness that is legit. But that doesn't mean that you need to choose a weakness that is going to make you look bad. Step number 2, brainstorm your weaknesses and then choose a weakness that is not related to the job responsibilities at all. If the job is looking for an admin assistant, then don't say things like, I'm unorganized or I'm forgetful. If you're interviewing for a sales role, don't say, I'm unmotivated or I lack persistence. See how these responsibilities are things that you would need to do the job, and therefore if you choose those as a weakness, it's going to look like you're not able to do the job. Step number 3, pick 2 weaknesses, one from the past and one from the present, and come up with stories for each of these weaknesses and explain in what context they come out. For example, I get nervous when speaking in front of large groups, or I am sometimes unorganized and have missed deadlines. Be careful how you word it and highlight that it only comes out in certain situations and isn't something that happens all the time. For example, don't say, I'm always shy and I don't give presentations because of it. Or, I'm really messy and I can never turn anything in on time. This just looks bad all around, and it makes it sound like this isn't something that can be fixed and this is how it is all the time, which honestly is probably not the case. So make sure to word it that it only comes out in certain situations. And that leads us to step number 4, which is the most important step. You need to show how you have and continue to work on improving your weakness. A sample template to follow is the following. I sometimes have trouble saying no to requests and end up taking on more than I can handle. In the past, this has led me to feel stressed or burnt out. To help myself improve in this area, I now use a project management tool so I can visualize how much work I have at any given moment and know whether or not I have the bandwidth to take on more. In this example, it shows exactly what your weakness is, in what context it comes out, and the fact that it doesn't happen all the time. You also show, hey, I'm working on it. I've realized that this is how I'm able to counter my weakness, and I'm turning it into more of a strength. I hope this was helpful as you prepare for your next interview. If you feel more prepared and ready to answer this question next time it comes up, give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching, and consider subscribing if you like content like this. I will see you in the next video.